Lindsay L taking over for another day today. Today we are going to cover riffs I have learned how to play wrong. There's so many riffs that I have either learned by ear or on tab on the internet that just don't sound quite like the record. So today we're gonna dive into 4 of them. So the first riff up, we're gonna talk about Metallica's Enter Sandman. Now this riff, a lot of you know probably, but I learned it the wrong way, and I've been playing it this way for years, and I want to clear one, and it's the littlest change. Oftentimes with these riffs, it's the littlest change, but they make the biggest difference, making them sound more authentic to the record. So with Enter Sandman, this is a riff. A lot of us may have learned it through many tab websites throughout the internet, like this. Okay, now that sounds pretty good. I mean, pretty similar, but it's not perfect. It's not like when you listen to the record, you're like, there's something not right. So I did some deep diving. Obviously, watching some live videos is where oftentimes you can see like, okay, what are their hands doing? What position are they in the neck? And the magic to the Enter Sandman riff is having this G note ring out through the whole riff. So I am positioning my hands like this so I can keep this G note ringing through the whole riff. So listen to this one. The littlest change, but it makes the biggest difference. And then you're like, ah, that sounds like the record. Okay, second riff up, Whole Lotta Love. I am such a Zeppelin fan. I have been from the beginning. I have covered Whole Lotta Love so many times on stage and have just found out I've been butchering this riff the whole time. The whole time. So Whole Lotta Love, a lot of you may also know this riff. I used to play it like this. Not bad. You generally get it. A lot of people in the audience will be like, oh yeah, that's Whole Lotta Love. But it's not the right way. It's not as good as it could be, let's put it that way. The magic to the Whole Lotta Love riff is bending this note. So a D note, and I actually play the D and the G together. Actually, Jimmy plays the D and the G together. And he bends them, like I would say a quarter of a bend. It's just the littlest bend makes this riff come alive. So it's just like a little bit. Now I bend down. You can also bend up, but bending up is harder to me, so I bend down. So now listen to the Whole Lotta Love riff with this little bend in it. Doesn't that sound better? It's like that little tweak of weirdness and more authenticity like the record. The littlest bend makes the Whole Lotta Love riff come alive. All right, third riff up. You Shook Me All Night Long. Such a good song, such an incredibly popular riff on guitar. I have also been playing this riff the wrong way for so many years. I've seen incredible guitar players also cover this song live and have also played it wrong. The way I used to play it, the way I have seen it tabbed on the internet, and a lot of my friends play this riff, goes a little bit like this. Okay, not bad, but it's not as good as it could be. The thing that bugs me about playing it down here is you have this G, this open G ringing the whole time, and it doesn't quite sound like Angus sounds when he plays it live. So after watching live videos, after scouring the internet, I saw him play it here. And the minute I played it up here, I'm like, that sounds like the record. Like even hearing those two, that 3 notes compared to these, this sounds so much like the record. So listen to this. has that D ringing out the whole time compared to the G, which makes the You Shook Me All Night Long riff come alive. Okay, fourth riff we're gonna talk about today. I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan. I always am just enamored by the musicality in all of these songs. The Billie Jean riff. Now, a lot of bass players play it. I think it was originally on keys, played on keys on the record. I've covered this song a lot because I think it's a fun song to add into a set, but everybody, including me, always plays this riff wrong. Wrong. Okay, let me show you the wrong ways I have played this riff in the past. So you can play it wrong, also tabbed out like this a lot over the internet, like this. Okay, or you can also see it tabbed out wrong like this. Okay, both of them sound kind of like it, but they're not right. They're not exactly how you hear it on the record. And so again, through scouring the internet, watching lots of videos, I realized that every time you need to play the octave. This is F sharps octaves. And so the riff would be played, it's kind of weird. I use like my first finger and my pinky finger, and then you try to play the notes in the middle, in between. It takes a little bit of practice getting used to it, but it goes a little like this. But that makes the riff come alive. So the minute I would learn these riffs and know that they were kind of like the record, but not exactly like the record, I'm like, okay, how do I go about figuring the right way out? So a lot of times I would go on YouTube and find videos of whatever band it was playing live. Because sometimes if you can watch the guitar player playing it, you can put a lot of pieces together. You can watch what position they are in and the neck. Are they playing it down here? Or are they playing it up here? Because they sound completely different, but sometimes when you're just figuring out the notes, you're playing the right notes, but they could be in a different position. Also, watching the right hand, are they picking up? Are they picking down? Are they sliding into it? Are they using their fingers? Are they plucking it versus strumming it? So there are all these ways that you can pick up on visual cues that you can't always hear on a record. So I found definitely looking up live videos, the minute I learn a riff, really helped me sort of crack the code on how to figure out the right way. Thank you guys so much. My name's Lindsay L. These are the riffs I've learned how to play wrong, and a little correction for you to learn them the right way. Make sure to subscribe to Marty Music and go below and check out my own channel. We'll see you guys next time.